Kausa. The crowd happy with the opening. An early settler for Fiji. Their development side have already done the business on the women's part of the draw. They will face Samoa in the championship final. Can their men emulate and do the same? We will wait and see. Still plenty of rugby to come. Fiji strike. Huge encounter. Tonga versus Samoa. A reminder that 2 places at the Challenger Series up for grabs for the top 2 finishing eligible Oceania nations. Fiji not eligible. They are already part of that main circuit. So should Tuvalu win this match, they would find themselves eligible to move forward to that Challenger Series. What an achievement that would be for a team who last year finished 11th. They improved to 9th at the Pacific Games, which was also held here around about a year ago. So showed improvements, and they are into the top 4 now, showing what real sustained development can do. A program in place. At the moment they're struggling to get out of their own half. They haven't had an opportunity to attack Fiji. Saw them absorb a lot of pressure against Japan. Before they scored, they trailed, and then they got up to win. And they're trailing here, and they're trailing 2 tries to Kausa. And number 45, this side, combination of players just below Fiji's top side, is looking for emerging opportunities. Chance to put themselves at international level, and also an opportunity to tour, to get used to the requirements of an international competition such as this. All sorts of factors that come into it, sleeping in different beds, heat, conditions, food, all factors that need to be considered when you are an elite international athlete. Got the feeling we're going to get a little bit of a rain shower coming up this afternoon. You can hear in our FX mics just how blustery it is. We've got a swirling breeze around all day at the National Stadium. Got underway at 10 a.m. local time. Just ticked over 4 p.m. and still 4 hours of Rugby Sevens action ahead of us. They're being forced all the way back to the try line here, and they've conceded a penalty to Tuvalu. So they're having to sustain long periods of pressure. These 2 teams met in the pool stages. It was Fiji who ran out 47-0 winners, and they have jumped out to a 17-0 lead early. Into the first half. And it definitely sees Fiji firmly in control of this game. They lead at half-time, and they have 1 foot in the final. Fiji development 24, Tuvalu 0. Joining me at half-time is Maisali Serevi. And Fiji really dominant in a first-half performance against the newcomers Tuvalu.
Yes, I think the boys are doing well the last 7 minutes.
Just a little bit of wind and potentially rain around. But, these conditions certainly cooling the temperatures down on ground level, where they have been very, very hot this afternoon. But what an achievement for Tuvalu to find themselves in the final four. I understand they went through Fiji for a training camp, visited the dunes at Singatoka.
Yes, I believe they have done well so far in the tournament, beating Japan in the quarterfinal. That is a bonus for them, especially the development Japan team, with all the high performance stuff that they go through with the little islands like this. I don't know whether they have a HPU program, but to beat them and go into the semi-final top four, that's a bonus for them.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. What an achievement. Standing in the final four. And I made mention when you were off here, and what other sport do you see Tuvalu footing it with Japan? And these sorts of nations, it really is a wonderful leveler, isn't it, Rugby Sevens?
That's the best thing about Sevens rugby. It's like anyone's game, and any big team can lose to any smaller teams.
That's right. We've seen the emergence in recent years of Kenya, of Russia, of Spain,
yeah,
in the last leg of the HSBC Sevens in Dubai.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see India on that world stage sometime soon.
One day we'll be there. One day India will be there.
Tell us a little bit about the environment in India and what you're working with.
Rugby in India, 1872 it started. There was rugby there during the colonial days. They brought rugby. And I believe they have a couple of rugby clubs there.
They have a real population base to call upon, that's for sure. And they've got someone of the status of the great Maisali Serevi helping fine-tune that program. Look out, world, we might see an emerging superpower in years to come. And right now, we're similarly in control of this semi-final and looking to book a place in the final. We've got one more semi to come up as the razzle-dazzle's turned on. And in goes Roku.
Beautiful try. Vanuatu was struggling in defense. They didn't have the numbers. They get tackled, but they kept moving. Good run away. Good switch in the end.
Yeah, that's right. Changing the point of attack, changing the angles, keeping the ball moving. And Rosaku dots down. He's a man who possesses a lick. So 31-0 in favor of Fiji. So this should really come as no, but perhaps a bridge too far. Looks like that isn't going to help the cause either.
No.
They trail 31-0. Maybe a consolation try, the best they can hope for. Fiji, I'm sure, will want to hold them to 0. And then sit and wait to see who will come out. This is of Samoa and Tonga. That semi-final coming up for you right off the back of this game. This one is heading to an inevitable conclusion, which will be a Fiji development win. Already seen the Fijiana Sevens development win their way to the final, where they will play Samoa 1-2 in the men's and women's. I'm sure Tonga men will have something to say about that. You can see the two sides ready to go in the tunnel, primed and set for action. It's really been a fantastic achievement by Tuvalu. But too little too late. is over. Fiji go again. Michele Rambuli. Conversion is added, and that gives Fiji a big lead over Tuvalu.
Again, a big hit. There was a good tackle. Good jackal from number 5.
Restart doesn't go the 10. And we are into referee's time now. Final play, final chance for Tuvalu to get themselves on the scoreboard. They've improved from 47-0 yesterday. This one is over. Fiji run out winners. And they take a step forward into the final.
Yes, I think Tuvalu have lost the game, but they've learned a lot of things out of this game.
That's right. The final score here is Fiji Development 38, Tuvalu 0.
And that's the end of the match between Fiji and